In the 2023 Supreme Court case of Tfwala versus Rex, Rex, that's the king, so this is a criminal case in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Well, Mr. Tfwala is accused of raping his 15-year-old daughter several times, exposing her to the danger of contracting HIV and causing her physical as well as mental trauma. Now, the offense he's accused of committing is in terms of the Sexual Offences and Domestic Violence Act. Now, this is known either as SODV, the abbreviated version, or colloquially in the streets as Isodov. So he applies for bail, but his application is refused in the High Court. He then brings an appeal before the Supreme Court on various grounds, basically stating that he's entitled to bail, or rather that it was unreasonably refused by the High Court. Well, faced with submissions from both parties, the court balances his constitutional rights against the welfare of his minor child. So, on the one hand, Section 29(2) of the Constitution, read together with the Child Protection and Welfare Act, as well as the SODV. Now, this section basically led the Supreme Court to ask important questions, such as, if Mr. Tfwala is released on bail, would his daughter have confidence in the judicial system? And then, will she not be intimidated by his presence? Then the court also considered, on the other hand, whether there were any exceptional circumstances that actually justified releasing Mr. Tfwala on bail. Well, the court was not satisfied that this was the case, and so the appeal was accordingly dismissed. Hi, my name is Vilimile Kumede, and I'm the host of the Nkantolo podcast, where in season 1, we're looking at judgments from the Supreme Court, which is the apex court in the Kingdom of Eswatini. You get a summarized version, but of course, if you can go down into the description below, you'll find the full citation of the case recently decided. You will also find a link that will simply take you to the case. You can download it in PDF version if you want to read in detail the reasons for the court reaching the decision that it did. Well, statistically, this is our shortest episode. So all I've got to ask for at the end of this episode, if you don't mind, is that you head over to the Nkantolo podcast. So Nkantolo is just a Swati or Nguni word that simply means court of law. Well, it could be court of equity as well, it just means court. So head over to our YouTube channel, Nkantolo, that's Nkantolo, Nkantolo podcast. Check us out. And until next time, salute.